men don't need women, they're told, anymore. And they don't want women because women have been taught to hate men and be hateful toward men. That's the programming that the women get. Then the men say, oh, it's just too much of trouble. I'll go get a sex doll. And then, of course, the babies don't need mothers because now we can create the babies from stem cells. It's full-on Brave New World, folks. Some information about sex bots and Terminator robots here, because this is something, folks, that we hear the back and forth going on all the time. Some people poo-poo it. Mark Cuban says, well, you're an idiot if you don't think that this is a threat. I'll tell you why I think it's a threat, and I'll tell you something about the time frame of why I think this is a threat in just a second. But before we do, real quickly, I want to tell you about some of the products that we have at InfoWarsStore.com, because if you want to support this program, if you want to keep us going, the way you do that is with the products that we sell at InfoWarsStore.com, and you can also support your health and the health of your family. We've got several specials right now you can take advantage of. We have Winter Sun, that's our vitamin D formula. That is 40% off. Secret 12, our vitamin B12 formula, that is also 40% off. We've got some new fish oil products. They're slightly different formulations. We've got 3 different versions. Ultimate Fish Oil, Ultimate Krill Oil, and Honor Roll, which has some special formulations in there for children. You can try those individually at 25% off each, or you can get the combo of all 3 of those for 40% off. Finally, I'll tell you about a special we have on our Real News program, since we had that on rebroadcast this morning, since I'm doing the guest host here. We have a 20% off sale for people if you want to get the Wake Up America Patriot Blend Coffee. That is 100% non-GMO and Arabica bean coffee. And you can get 20% off of that if you use the code REALNEWS, because that's where I usually am. I'm usually there. You'll find me in the mornings at 8 to 11 Central Time, 9 to noon Eastern Time. And we have that show live every Monday through Friday. That's Real News. And you can use that code REALNEWS to save 20% on Wake Up America Patriot Blend Coffee at InfoWarsStore.com. Many other products that are there, very important for your health and very important for the health of this operation. Folks, we are in a situation where, as we've talked many times, when the elite look at this, are they going to have a soft kill for us, or are they going to do it with hard kill? Well, I think they're going to, they're well on the way with both of these. You know, we look at the stories that have been floating around for the last couple of weeks, Japanese extinction, because men don't need women, they're told, anymore. And they don't want women because women have been taught to hate men and be hateful toward men. That's the programming that the women get. Then the men say, oh, it's just too much of trouble. I'll go get a sex doll. And then, of course, the babies don't need mothers because now we can create the babies from stem cells. It's full-on Brave New World, folks. It's really, really sad to see what is happening with. I guess as we go on with this, they're even going to replace diplomats. You know, I don't know if that's the oldest profession or the second oldest profession. But they don't even need politicians because the AI is now going to be making China's foreign policy. You know, as I look at this, Mark Cuban is saying, if you don't think a Terminator will appear, you're crazy. He said, we've already got weapons who think. And if you don't realize where this is headed with technological progress, you don't really understand what is coming on. You know, if you want to understand what's coming on, I'm going to be speaking at a conference that's coming up September the 14th. I'm going to be the keynote speaker on Friday night. It's a weekend conference. You can find tickets at gen6.com. I'm going to have Dr. Hugo de Garis, who's talked about the art-elect war. I've had him on many times. About transhumanism. That's the essence of the conference. Post-humanism. What do they aspire to, these people who make God out of technology? And we're also going to have Steve Quayle, Tim Alberino, Tom Horn are going to be key speakers at that. You can get 10% off of the streaming with code ALEX. That's A-L-E-X.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
You know, President Trump talks about how we need to be trailblazers, how we need to be outsiders, how we need to expose the current stagnant system that's been suppressing us, wanting to make us poor so he can consolidate control and buy us up for pennies on the dollar. That really is the globalist system. And he's absolutely right. So it is an honor to be persecuted by the globalists, and to be lied about and to be demonized. But it's an honor to draw them out so we can show who they are, so that you take action and you take the country back politically, culturally, spiritually, financially. Another hero is Julian Assange, who's been in solitary confinement in a closet-sized room. They converted a closet with a bed and enough room for a laptop. They took that away over a year ago. No communication with the outside. It's all been one hell of a time for him, and he was very bipartisan in that he exposed Republicans, he exposed Democrats. He very judiciously released information that exposed criminal activity of the NSA, criminal activity of the CIA, illegal spying on Congress, illegal spying on Trump, illegal spying on me. But they had my home number, my old cell, my new cell, and my office line. And they had Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago private apartment number that I had. Total proof of Obama spying on Trump and yours truly a decade ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real deal. And America's had freedom so long, people don't recognize real tyranny when it hits them right between the eyes. But everyone needs to go to Infowars.com. The article is right up there at the top of the page, red link. Petition to Trump, pardon Julian Assange. And we go over the fact that he engaged in regular journalistic activity and did a wonderful job being advised by top journalism professors around the world, and that he was very, very fair about what he did, and that you need to send the message that he's a hero. Now, I know they claim he's a Russian agent with no evidence and all the rest of that garbage, even though they've released stuff on Russia and Israel as well, and China. But it doesn't matter. It's the right thing to do. And you wouldn't have gotten elected without Drudge. You wouldn't have gotten elected without what you've done, obviously. You can't say it's any one person, but without any of us together, it wouldn't have happened. So we need the president to pardon Julian Assange. And you said in a speech, I don't care who got her illegal server. It's illegal. It's about what she did that's wrong. Don't change the subject. Go back to that instinct, sir. But you told Assange, release it. You said release more stuff. And he's in the crosshairs. And he needs to be pardoned if he's brought back to the United States.
Electrify your day with Secret 12. It's like lightning in a bottle. We all have days in which we just can't seem to perform at the level we'd like to. InfoWars Life Secret 12 is designed to naturally energize your body and mind with 2 great tasting and super high quality forms of vitamin B12. Proper vitamin and nutrient intake is essential to keep your body functioning at optimum levels. The reality is, it's hard to take in the proper amount of vitamins we need each day with our modern diets. Secret 12 by InfoWars Life is an easy way to naturally upgrade your vitamin B12 intake and support your body's natural systems. It pairs 2 forms of vitamin B12 into one explosive formula. Vitamin B12 supports healthy energy levels through red blood cell formation and aiding in the body's natural processes, but it also assists with many other functions of the body. Electrify your mind and body and take your health to the next level. Experience the power of Secret 12 at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.